Hi everybody. So what if my contributions are not valued, and why do I want my contribution to be acknowledged and validated by somebody? So the invisible leadership mirror. Let us play a game and see if we can take something out of it, some growth step. Yesterday we actually discussed about self-validating things before we expect anybody's validation. So the invisible leadership mirror it is an experiential game with examples. Who this is for? Mid-career leaders who are competent, committed, and quietly overlooked. What this game does is it reveals how leadership invisibility is often created inside, not outside. It is created by you. So let us set up the game. You need pen plus paper, and this will take about 20 to 30 minutes. And you should have willingness to notice without fixing. So anything that comes to your mind, it will not be a fixing thing. It is just observation about your own mind. And the game rule is write exactly what comes up, no polishing. So nobody is going to look at your diary or note. So be free and write down whatever comes to your mind. You will be surprised. So round one will be the overlooked moment. You can see in the screen, that is what we are discussing. Recall a recent moment where you knew you had value to add, but your leadership wasn't acknowledged. Example is team meeting on strategy. You had a clear insight about a risk. Others spoke, you waited, the meeting moved on. Right? Where was I? Was it a weekly leadership call? Who was present? CXOs, peers, juniors? What did I want to say? This plan ignores operational risk. You wanted to say that? What did I actually do? I stayed silent. Was it you? So choose one. What did you do actually? You withdrew, you over explained, or you stayed silent. The insight is resilience isn't enduring invisibility, it is noticing where you abandon expression. So, your expression is the greatest tool or greatest behavior that you could have displayed, but doesn't matter if you have not done this time, it's okay, because now you are aware. You can take action. See, there is nothing to lose if you express something which everybody has expressed already, right? So let us go to the round 2, the inner voice audit, which is acceptance. Like, write the exact sentence your mind said. Example of inner voice is, it is not the right time. Let the boss decide. I don't want to sound negative. This might be the reason, the inner voice, which is why you didn't do what you needed to do. Maybe. Ask, is this protecting me or limiting me? The answer might be limiting if you know and if you are feel the pain. Whose voice does this resemble? A parent, old manager, past failure? So, who you are embodying at that moment? The insight is most leadership blocks are inherited emotional habits, not skill gaps. So, do know that this is because your behavior is because of a past experience, not a skill gap. It doesn't mean that you know less, but it is because your experience has been something else which leads to this silence. If you were silent when it was time to speak. Let us go to the third point, the time distortion. Let us take a test. What did you believe would happen if you spoke? Example is conflict, maybe, or judgment, or rejection, or failure. Now ask, did this actually happen or did I predict it? Did you predict it or it actually happened? It didn't happen because I never spoke. That is why nothing happened. The insight is leaders don't lack time, they postpone presence. If you are a leader, you postpone your presence to another moment, another opportunity, which may or may not come, or why to let go of one opportunity of speaking when it was time to speak? Let us move to round 4. The vision flip. Imagine your future self watching this moment from 5 years ahead. Reflect. You already knew this. You didn't need permission. Nobody nobody was going to give you permission. You needed to speak. Write one sentence your future self would say. Say it calmly once, then stop. Insight is vision is borrowed courage from who you are becoming. 5 year down the lane, you are going to be somebody. You will not remain the same. So who you would want to become? The same person from whom you need to borrow your courage of speaking because you are going to be a transformed person. Then let us go to round 5, the legacy question. If people experienced only your presence, not your output, what leadership would they feel? Example maybe you were either anxious, where you were careful, or you were grounded, or you were expansive. What is your answer? So ask yourself the next question. Is this the leadership energy I want others to inherit? Your inner voice would say, no, I want calm authority. So the insight is legacy is transmitted emotionally, not verbally. So were you emotionally there? Were you emotionally courageous at that moment? Let us go to round 6. The expansion move. The small alignment action. Choose one small aligned action in the next 48 hours. Example of such actions are ask one clear question without softening, share one dissenting view without apology, pause instead of rushing to agree, choose an action can be I'll state one concern clearly in the next meeting. Insight is expansion doesn't require boldness, only alignment. Whatever you are feeling, you need to express. And now, finally, what do you need to do? That you have committed something which you didn't want to commit. If you have already committed that, then the final integration X factor will be complete this sentence. Don't think too much. My leadership becomes visible when I allow myself to be dash. Example can be calm, direct, unhurried, unapologetic. Chosen word can be calm for this purpose. Maybe you can choose anything, but just weigh as to with each choice how your personality, how your legacy, how your impression will be. This word is your current leadership key. Whatever you choose, that is the current leadership key. So, what you realize should be I wasn't overlooked, I was withholding, maybe. My silence was strategic, not humble. Calm is more authoritative than urgency. Once I align inside, strategy flows outside. This is the revitalex in action that we teach in our sessions. Resilience without rigidity, vision without pressure. So, if a 30 minutes game can reveal so much, imagine what guided realignment can do. Join our Sunday 45-minute session at 2 p.m. every Sunday, a reflective space for leaders who want to be felt, trusted, and followed without force. Would you like to do that? Please send DM me for the Zoom link so that we can talk in the Sunday session. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching.